What's up, everyone? I'm Earl, the rookie woodworker, and I've got a little bit of a problem. I've got these little matchbox cars that I can't seem to leave in the case like you're supposed to, and I kind of want to display them in my man cave area or my office area. It's more of an office than a man cave, but I just want to come up with something that's cool and creative. I can't really find anything that I personally like, so I've got a little bit of an idea, and I kind of want to dive into it, turn it into a project, and might make it into a video here. So let's dive into it. Alright, so for my display idea, I want to display these cars 3 wide as if they're on a racetrack. So I'm going to lay these out on a ruler 3 wide, try to find a good comfortable spacing, and go with whatever measurement that lands on. And it lands on about 6 inches is what I think is a good comfortable spacing for this. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with 6 inches wide on this piece. I'm going to piece this together with some reused pieces of wood because I'm going to dye it dark later, but I'm going to go with a 3-foot long piece on this. As always, if you want your project to turn out straight, straighten it out before you go into that first cut. This wood's been around the shop for a little bit, so the surfaces are a little marred up and dinged up and stuff. So I wanted to go ahead and run it through the planer and get all that stuff flattened out and ground off. So the plan is I'm going to make this look like a racetrack. So I'm going to angle it as if it's the banking of Daytona or something like that. So that whenever it hangs on the wall, it has a little bit of an angle to it. But I don't want to have to glue these cars to this track. So I'm going to cut a little bit of a groove in it. That way that little groove kind of holds the cars in place so they don't just fall off. So that's why I'm switching to a dado blade. I don't want to cut this groove too deep in there, so I'm going to go with a 1/16 of an inch of depth, maybe just a little bit higher. But I want this groove to be pretty shallow so that from a distance it doesn't look like there's a groove in it at all. I want to make these grooves be 1 3/8 wide. So my dado stack's not going to be wide enough for that, so I'm going to end up having to do this in 2 passes here. I don't know why I decided to do this before cutting all 3 grooves, but I got anxious to do this early. So I wanted to do an angle test to see how much of an angle I can tilt this at before the cars start falling off. And I found that the truck fell off at 52 degrees, so I'm going to shoot for about a 48-degree angle that this thing will hang at. And now I'll finish cutting my racing grooves. So on the back side of this at the top, I cut that 48-degree angle out of the top of it with this table saw like this. You might not be able to tell, but I left about a 1/4 inch gap there between the blade and the fence. That way this was resting on the table instead of resting on the blade. Turned out to be a terrible choice for camera positioning. Like anybody wants to see my arm while I'm cutting a piece of wood. Turns out I didn't cut the tip the whole way through, so I'm going to have to address that with a handsaw. Alright, so now that I cut these side pieces out, I'm going to go ahead and glue and then tack these in place. These are what's going to hold this piece at that angle, that 48-degree angle, when it's hanging up on the wall. Alright, so now it's time to get into some sanding. Whenever you get into sanding on this piece, you want to be very careful whenever you're sanding across the face of it where your racing grooves are, because if you accidentally round over the edges of those racing grooves, your cars aren't going to stay in place, they're just going to fall off. So you got to be pretty conscious of that. Going with the racetrack theme, sticking with the wood color, would have matched a few of the concrete tracks, but most of your tracks are asphalt tracks that are on the NASCAR circuit. So I just went ahead and went with black. I kind of think it looks better for it anyway. Makes the cars really stand out a little better. So yeah, I went with black to stain this with. One problem I have is these little cracks that the racing grooves made. It was really tough to get that down into those cracks so that they didn't stick out at all. But I think I got it in there pretty good though. And to add a little more of a touch of realism to the racetrack, I'm going to put a wall up there at the top of the racetrack. The walls are typically white. I'm not going to go ahead and paint it white or anything like that. I'm just going to leave it the same color as the wood so that it has a contrast to the rest of the track, just like a normal track wall would. So I'm going to put two hangers on the back of this thing so that this thing can hang on two screws. But I want to recess the hangers into the piece a little bit so that this thing can sit flat against the wall as possible. If you don't recess these hangers, they tend to let the piece kind of angle away from the wall a little bit, and I don't want to have that. I want this thing to sit as flush as I can. And there we have it. I like how this project turned out. It kind of gives you a feel like you're watching the cars go around the high banks of Daytona there. Some things I could have done differently. Maybe I could have closed off the bottom there, or maybe I could have put an extra piece of track section there in the bottom. It probably would have only been able to get like one wide there, but it would have added a little bit of extra space there to store some more cars if you want to. One of the cool things that I thought about with this project is you can make this as big or as small as you want it to be. You could have a 6-lane if you want to, and you can make this thing big enough to circle the whole way around the room that you're in. Could you scale it up for 1/24 scale cars? You know, you probably could. It'd be huge. It'd be pretty awesome, but I think you could do that. But yeah, this is the one I made for my little section, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So if you like this project, you like the idea of it, get out in the garage and make one for yourself, make one for your kids, or whoever, somebody special in your family, make one for them. And have fun with it. I know this was an enjoyable project for me to do. And as always, if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Go check out the channel. There might be some other ideas and some projects over there that you might want to try out as well. But until next time, get creative and make something awesome.